Good evening, folks. 606 Garage here. Long time no see. Here I'm still back on this Capri. I haven't really done much to it. Give you a quick rundown. I do got the brakes bled. And when I put these upper and lower Torx box supports in, I got the upper ones done and stopped. Now the bottom ones were in place and drilled. I forgot to weld them. I just got sidetracked, started doing something else. I'm gonna finish doing that. I'm gonna get the seats back in this car. Be right back. Not bad. That's pretty good. All right, that's quick enough. Let me clean this up in here and paint it real quick. I'm gonna finally get this interior out of the floor that I'm sick of. My main objective right now, I'm not pushing to get this car done. I want it done though because I need it out of here. I really need the space, and right now I'm focused on getting this shop cleaned up so I can start over. Just literally start over and be in a better headspace when I go back to working on this car. Let me get this taken care of. All right. Got her painted. That's just that old black hammer tone. I kind of give the floorboard a little coat because it's starting to rust a little bit, as you can see. But other than that, uppers and lowers are in, welded in, bolted in. I'm gonna wait for it to dry, throw some seats in it. All right, so like I said before, painted that and I'm gonna wait for it to dry. Well, I just realized that that's why I don't get a lot done, because I'm always waiting for something to happen. I got other things to be doing. Got an exhaust clamp that needs to go on. I'm gonna slide the drive shaft in. I'll be right back. Drive shaft's in, bolted, blue lock tighted. Muffler hanger's back on. I'm sorry, muffler clamp. Reason these ain't welded because they're gonna change. I like to change things up all the time. All right, our paint should be dry. All right, so don't do what I do. Put everything back together and forget that you have the original seat studs in. These have to come out. I can't get them out, so I'm gonna weld these nuts to these studs, and then hopefully I can take an impact and just run them on out. But yeah, don't make that mistake. I took the other side out and forgot to take this side out, and I'll show you why these got to come out. As you can see, these subframe connectors, those studs run through this. Well, they're not near. There's no threads for me to run my bolts up to this to finish fasten this floorboard to this subframe connector. So those studs got to come out, and I got to run longer bolts through it and put locking nuts on each side. So let's go ahead and make that repair. All right, so it's out, but notice what I did to my carpet. The first attempt, that broke off landed right there. I'm sitting there trying to scoop it up and it red hot. But this is the downfall. Now look, I did not care because I'm not a fan of this white interior that much. And I've seen one of these cars, a car identical to this, but it was completely red interior. And I'm not really a fan of red interior, but I like it a whole lot better than this white. So we're gonna drive this thing next year, cruise the way you see it, paint job and all. And when I get another car done, we're gonna bring him back in. He's gonna get a complete new coat of Oxford white, complete new decal kit. All the trim's gonna be freshened up black. And you know, refresh this old car. And we'll call it done then. That's as far as I really want to take this car. This car's for, you know, this is my fun car. This is my driving car. This is my car show car. So yeah, she's gonna get new carpet, new seat covers. We're gonna redye the plastics. I'd really like to find another set of door panels, because actually I'll probably keep all the white interior somewhere, even the seat covers when I take them off, because I ran into a fella the other day, actually last night. It's got some Capri stuff. Pick it up off of him for spares. So yeah, let me get this seat bolted in. All right, now as you can see, those studs are sticking through, bolts. Just not much of a left-handed fella. Sorry. Get those started. She's solid. I'm gonna wrap this video up for today. I have recorded a lot of content. I haven't posted anything. I'm just gonna pretty much wipe it clean. I've got stuff for an NMRA and Bowling Green. It's too late to even post anything like that now. I've got some older videos where I was doing a few odds and ends of this car. It's pretty much irrelevant. So, but anyway, this thing's about back together. I crawled underneath of it. It's got a terrible oil leak somewhere. And I can't tell where it's coming from because it looks like it's raining oil underneath of it. I don't know if the rear main seal's blowed out of it or what. But regardless, I'm going to take this car, get it down, make sure I got enough fluids to get down to town and whatever. I'm going to park this at the different location for a while. Gonna get this area cleaned up here. Seeing what I'm seeing with this motor, with the oil leaks and stuff and everything that's going on with it, I'm done with it. It needs to be taken apart and have all new gaskets put in it. Might as well have big freshened up too. It's really not anything that I desire to have in here and fixed anyway. So, and honestly, I've kind of had my feel for a non-roller block. It's not worth the conversion, and the conversion is about half A, if you know what I'm saying. So it's just not worth the effort, and it's still like Russian roulette. Moving forward, if you're going to have a roller engine, don't do the retro. It's not worth it. And I've seen videos where people's been successful. They're not made for it. Point blank, they're not made for it. You know, it costs a lot of money to build an engine. Go buy an old motor, rebuild that one. I've got another engine I'm going to put in this car. We're going to put the flywheel and the bell housing and everything on it. When we drop it in, we'll just go ahead and put the 5-speed in. Now, I was not going to put this interior in this car because I have to weld that, you know, the transmission hump on the transmission tunnel for the T5. But I realized, you know, all I got to do is just pop the lower seat out, no problem. Jerk the seats back out. Then, you know, pull the carpet and the console out, weld it in there. put it all back in there. It doesn't take that long, so I decided to go ahead and put everything together, get everything out of the floor, so I can start cleaning this place up. And this shall be a completely different animal when we get done. Like I said, we have 456 gears in this. We have a spool. We need a 5-speed. We also need a cam. So the motor I'm putting in here right now has an X303. I'm going to pull it out and put the F303. And I've got a set of matched, I get supposedly matched beehive springs that will fit the GT40P heads. So I'm going to use these GT40P heads that's on here, put those beehive springs on there. Unless they'll work on a 3-bar head, I'm going to reach out to wherever I got those. I can see the name of it, plain as day. Something parts. But he does the valve springs and the valves. God, oh, man. He's always out of stock, everything. You got to call him and email. If they'll work on that, I'll go ahead and put my 3-bar heads on this, and I'll port match them to the FB4. I'm putting the Edelbrock 4, a dual plane FB4 intake on it. But honestly, I think I'm just going to use the P heads. These have been already surfaced. This is reman. I pulled these off. These actually look very clean, like new. So I'll just put the beehive valve springs on these, lap the valves in, bolt it down. I've got head studs for it. I'm gonna pull the oil pan back off of it anyway to change the cam. I mean, you don't have to, but I got the one piece, oil pan gasket, and I don't want to jeopardize any. I don't want the leak. And I'll probably go ahead and put me a new one-piece remain seal in here. Just, whatever. And I'm going to get this thing ready for a 5-speed. I'm going to drop it down here. So this thing's going to go from what you see it now, just a mundane stock, basically a stock HO motor, it is roller, to a GT40 high lift, F303. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna run out good. I'll have to put something on there. I'm gonna have to put a rev limiter on it because I'm not 20-something years old anymore. It's been a long time since I've drove something like this. So until I get back used to it, I might have to have some aids to help me not blow this thing up right out of the gate. So I'll have to get me, I'll probably put a 6,000, 6,500 RPM rev limiter on it. Probably 6,500 because 6,000, that AF cam really is just kind of getting started. And I'll probably push it to at least 64 on every shift. So, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Sorry I've been so long, but I'm back.